All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1033. So glad that you're all here. So happy to have all of you. If you're brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our 30 minutes of free. This is our study session at night. We do have replays in the, right after if you guys want to catch us in the morning. I don't know what coast you're on, but we are coast to coast. We're all the way from Hawaii, Alaska, all the way to the other side, to the East Coast. We are on the West Coast. So we are all over the place. And I just want to say thank you all for being here because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And that is step one of getting your licenses and getting fully licensed. You got to be consistent. You got to have a routine. You got to make this part of your day. Who am I? I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, running the ones and twos on the wheels of steel. You're not here for me and my DJ skills, even though I was running some double Dutch before this. No, you're not here for that. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And this is our 30 minutes of free. We're going to have test taken techniques Tuesday. And this is where we give you some techniques on how to pass these exams because we're only interested in one thing, and that's passing exams. That's it. Some people ask, well, what's the difference? There's all these study preps out there. And, a lot of them, the way they do it is like you sign up and you're like, I got the SIE material. I'm going to pass one exam. Let me ask you all, how many exams do you got to pass? How many exams do you have to pass? Some people be 3, some people be 2, some people be 4, some will be 5. Been doing what I do know. The SIE is not a license. So even if you pass the SIE, you got to at least pass one more at the very least, right? Some firms will require you to have the SIE, the 6, 63 to be fully licensed, as they call it, like in Primerica. And then even then, you got to get your 26 to be a principal so you can have your own office. And then you got to get your 65 if you want to be a financial advisor. Rep. So let me ask you this. Does it make more sense to have a system that helps you pass one exam or multiple exams? And I just went over, you got to pass more than one. So the way we do it here is not only do we give you the content, which you get through our membership, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but you also get exam master. You get a way to pass multiple exams. So tonight we're just going to give you a taste of what we do in the day sessions, during the member sessions, and all the great stuff we have on Patreon, all the videos and all the stuff as you go through your 21-day plan. You get to go through that, and you can also be in the live sessions during the day, which we'll go over tomorrow's schedule, and we show you how to apply the knowledge. Because I don't know about you, if I learn a bunch of content, I want to know how to apply it. Because I already said, the name of the game is to pass exams. Believe it or not, I know this is crazy, but you remember back in the days when you were going to school and you go to class 7 in the morning, maybe 7:45. This is before they made laws. The 1900s, they didn't care about 9 o'clock in the morning. Our brains aren't awake. They didn't believe in that. So we were having to get up before 8. Start class before 8.
7:30.
Yeah. And then guess what? Most of the stuff you learn in high school, do you use any of it? I mean, you learn how to read, right? I guess that's important. But you don't, like most of you probably don't use your geometry unless Eric's on. He's like, I do. But most of you don't use geometry on a daily basis. You don't use that trigonometry. You don't use that algebra 2 all the time. You don't always use, the stuff we learned, in, numerous classes, right? Pretty much the same thing goes with this content. I ain't gonna lie. 90% of this stuff, you'll probably never even use in your profession. There's no need for it. Your firm takes care of it. So you really just need to know the few things that you need to know so that way you can pass the exam and move on. So that's what we're going to do in our members area. We go through the content. Tomorrow, Brandy might give you a little bit of taste of our content and how easy it is. And then we want you to learn just how to apply that simple knowledge, use the test taking techniques to get answers right, along with your little bit of knowledge you have of the content and pass exams. Tonight, we are going to do test taking techniques Tuesday, which is you don't even need to know content to get the answer right. You don't even need to know content to get the answer right. That means you don't even need to know securities knowledge to get the answer right. How important is that? Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to take the exam and then you're going to get on a question and your brain's going to go flat. Like literally. You're going to have all the intent to pass. You did all the studying. You went through all the quizzes. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, about question number 60, and you're like, I can't even remember my name. Did I leave the stove on? Did I have breakfast today? All these things go through your head and you can't even focus. And then all of a sudden you're tired. Wouldn't it be nice to have a little bit of a strategy or a little bit of a technique in your back pocket where you're like, Brandy told me this would be happening. Andy said my brain would go flat. And here I am on lap 30 of 50 laps total, and I've got a flat tire. And I'm going to finish this race, and I got to somehow win it. This is where that comes in. Because we're going to show you how to weigh to mark it down to at least you have a 50-50 shot. And then even answer the questions on some of these without even looking at the question. I said we're going to answer some of these questions without looking at the question. That's some skills. And we're going to show you how to do that. And but let's get to it, Brandy, because we got a lot to get through. We do match today. We got matching fits. Except your sweatshirt says freaking freezing. Because Brandy on the West Coast ain't used to anything below 60.
It's 44.
44 degrees and she's freezing. 31 degrees, Brandy is dying. And that was what it was this morning. Meanwhile, we got Jess, brand new, New York in the house. She's freezing. That's cold over there. I don't even got to look on my temp. It's cold. Oh, yeah. Tim from Ohio is on. When he's on, it's like freezing there. Yeah, it was -2. Yeah, we about 60 degrees and Brandy's over here dying. All right. Anyways, if you haven't signed up yet, go ahead and scan the QR code, hit the links. We got course videos. We got live exam sessions. We got all member sessions. We got small group tutoring. We got one-on-one tutoring. We got all this great stuff, all kinds of different options. You can upgrade, downgrade. We got $50 to $500. You pick the one that best fits you. SIE 6, 63, 26, 65, Series 7. We got you all. Books for sale, SIE 6 and 63 available. You can either do a discount on our membership and not get the book, or you could get the one that has all the books already included, and you could do that. It's up to you. But we do have some tiers that are on sale right now. Our membership, 20% off at that first month. So go check out what we got going on. Kona community on Discord. You could check in, get answers, get questions, get questions, get answers, get help, all that great stuff. It's on the Discord, but the only way to get it is you scan that QR code and hit the links. 951-290-3077. That's my phone number. Give me a call, give me a text. We also got an email if you're into emailing people. I know the people under the age of 30 ain't into email. They're like, what is that? It's at KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. We could do that. All right, let's go. What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow we got the study hall. I mean, simply you just study.
That's it.
Do your own thing. If you got a question, you raise your hand like in school and Brandy answer.
Yep.
If you just started, and you're like, I'll go to that Kona study hall.
It's funny because sometimes like we're all in the zone, right? Like it's like 15, 20, 30 minutes in, we're all in the zone. I'm working, y'all working. This way will go, Brandy, I have a question. I jump.
Anyways, so if you're on the East Coast, like Jess, 1 p.m.
Yep.
starts.
It's fun.
Pacific. 1 p.m. Eastern. Sorry. 63 live right after that, 26. And then all of them are on Zoom. You got that reminder to already hit your email box. Check it. If you didn't get it because you didn't, we'll send it out again in the morning. So no worries. You'll have that Zoom code and all that great stuff and reminders. We got audios on Spotify. Connect your Spotify to your membership and you can get our audios over there. You can simply just clock into your Spotify and go ahead and get that. All right. If you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, we add another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because they sent me a picture and they let me know.
Yeah.
Because we got a passer. Yes, we do. We got a passer. Congratulations. Congratulations are indeed in order for Mr. Jose Sanchez. Congratulations on passing the Series 63, fully licensed. I wish I should have given you that other graphic. It is his third exam with us that he's passed. Multiple exams. We stacking them. You know what I mean? I said that earlier. That's what we're doing. And he passed his Series 63. So I want to say congratulations. He's an independent studier.
Yes.
What he said was, first and foremost, all glory to God. Thanks to Brandy's test taker techniques and her study guide, I was able to pass the Series 63. Couldn't have done it without KonaButterflyz program with the amazing Brandy and Andy. Such a resourceful guide to help obtain these licenses. Like Andy always says, discipline and PMA, get it done. Discipline and PMA. If you're brand new and you're like, what is PMA? Positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude. What you do and how you and what you do,
yeah,
and your attitude is all that matters. And that's the only two things you can. That's the only thing you can control.
That's true. That's what I heard.
Yep, Jose on his way to the RVP contract. They're gonna be knocking that out in 2025, getting that Series 26. Meeting with his team tomorrow morning. So we're gonna work on doing that. Get him to that RVP contract. Congratulations once more to Jose. He is part of the Manny Masood's team.
Yep.
The Manimals. And I think this will be their, 10th. I think 10th RVP. Close to 10th RVP that we've gotten fully licensed.
Yep.
So there you go, including Manny and his wife.
That's true.
Yeah. So congratulations to them. Moving on up.
That's right.
To the east side. All right. Let's go. United one. Yes, it is. All right. Congratulations. Congratulations. But it ain't about them. It's about you. And what can we do? Test taking techniques. Let's get to it. Test taking techniques Tuesday. And if you're brand new, we keep it moving. We keep it moving. We're going to get this thing out. We're going to go through these 6 questions. Rules to the test taking techniques Tuesday is rule number 1. I don't want you to ask what exam did that question come from. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It don't matter. Guys, we teach our kids in high school these test taking techniques. Why? Because you master multiple choice exams, and we're going to show you how to get answers without even knowing the content. We're going to show you how to get answers without knowing the content. So we're going to show you how to do that. So it doesn't matter what exam it is. By the way, any QBank question you see out there, anybody's QBank, I don't care who wrote it. I don't care who it is. None of those QBank questions are going to be on the real exam. None of them. And they ain't going to be worded like that either. Nope. So don't be mastering QBanks. Don't be worrying about that stuff. Learn how to do the keywords, how to do the techniques, how to look for the content like Brandy's going to show you in our members and all that great stuff that we do on the regular. Guys, that's how you pass these exams. So we're going to learn how to do that. But how do we get good at anything? Like Kobe Bryant before game, 3 hours before, you got to practice. You got to practice. Yeah, practice. You don't want to be like an Allen Iverson. We are talking about practice here. You cannot get rings without practice. You can't get pass notices without practice. So first thing we want you to do right after this, we want you to go get a quiz on what I haven't even studied yet. Did you hear me when I said you could get answers without knowing the content? You start practicing the techniques now. You start drilling. You start working the fundamentals of this stuff. It's that way you know it by the time you got to take the exam. You don't get caught up in that. What 10 questions? Any 10 questions. I don't care. Any unit, any area, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're on, whatever QBank you're using, just go do it. And then just go knock that 10 questions out in 10 minutes. We call it a flash quiz. 10 minutes, 10 questions, 1 minute of thought, not thinking at all. We're going to show you how to do that right now.
Yep.
Let's go, Brandy.
All right. This question reminded me of Harry Potter when they go onto the platform because of the fraction.
A fraction? Oh, got you. What was that? 1 1/8 or something? 9 1/2, 9 1/4, 9 2/3. Anyways, there you go.
It's the only one with a number.
We didn't even look at the question yet, Brandy.
Oh, but it's the only.
Can you all do that?
And if you guys look at A, that's not true. If you look at B, that's not true. If you look at D, that's not true. But that's content. This is no content.
Are you gonna show us the question?
Oh.
How did you answer it? Just like that.
Literally like that. The number. Dude, guys, when I was pulling questions yesterday and today, I wasn't feeling it. So I just said, there's a number, I'm gonna pick it.
There you go.
And then I got to a point where I was like, isn't that funny that the 3/4 and the percent is 0/0?
That's ADD kicking in. All right, let's go to the next one.
It was almost Harry Potter. See, I said almost. With the platform.
I don't remember what it is.
A has one word. B has 3 words. C has 4 more than 1 word, and D has more than 1 word.
Yeah.
And so I picked that one. But if you guys wanted to know the question first, why would you buy American Depository? What?
She didn't even read the question earlier.
It's
There you go.
Was platform 3/4. I couldn't remember if it was 3/4 or 1/2.
All right, anyways. All right, there you go. Diversification. But we didn't even go over content. We picked it because it was 1 word answer.
1 word. Just 1 word. And then I had increase, decrease, increase. I said, there's no way.
I can see because it's decrease.
I was like, there's no way. I can't had 3 in a row. And so I read this, and Andy and I just literally watched a documentary on the 80s where they were talking about Reaganomics, which is supply side economics.
Yep.
Dude, here's me geeking out. I was like, study. But yeah, there was a lot of talk of deregulation that our President Reagan did.
But that's content. But we just showed you how to get it without it.
It's documentary.
There you go. Decrease.
Not securities. Color. Okay. This one has a number.
B.
Mm-hmm. This one. Okay. So they all have the word agreement in them.
Yeah.
So that can't be it.
Right.
Right. And then, but this is the longest because it has 4 words, right? But I did read the question on this, right? And it said when opening a new account, all the following are required except. So it says required except, and this one has consent. Consent is one of those things that is not required. Think about this. You don't have to consent to anything. It doesn't matter what we're talking about.
Do you have to consent to a loan? No, you don't. I just did a presentation. You need to say yes. No, I don't. No, I don't.
But yeah.
Lovely presentation, but no.
Yeah. And this question made me laugh. Okay. So I was looking at this question and I was trying to think of like the way to approach this question. And I was like, okay, I'm being fully disclosed. I'm accepting securities. I'm being able to clear and I'm accepting. So I was like, okay, well,
B and D are both accepting.
Was the answer D? No, the answer was A because consent is optional. So I was looking at this, right? And I was like, okay, I could say accepting, but a lot of times, guys, and this does come to content, funds and securities are the same difference. They're usually tied together. Okay. But that's not what I was going with. I looked at the question and it says, listen, look, you ready? All of the following are associated with being a carrying firm, except being a fully disclosed firm. If I'm being a carrying firm, how can I be a fully disclosed firm?
I think that's one of those deep cuts because I don't think anybody gets that unless you study.
I am being Brandy. I can't be Andy.
Now that makes sense.
That's what I mean. I'm being.
You're already something.
I can't be a D firm.
It's like saying I am a McDonald's.
Right.
I can't be a Burger King.
Right. I'm already being.
I am a Cane's Chicken. I am not an El Pollo Loco.
Yes. I'm already being So I can't be eating something else.
Okay, now it makes sense. First, you got me with the nerddom, and I was like, dude, I didn't study that. So, but now I get it. I'm already something else.
That's my favorite. That was my favorite question of the night.
There you go.
Uh,
That's why I accept. There you go. That was it. We're done. We're done. We're out. That's it. So if you are on here and you're like, what? Yep. I don't like meetings longer than they need to be. We are done. Congratulations to Jose on passing the exams. He said test taking techniques is what helped him get the thing done. What you just saw right there helps. I'm telling you, don't overthink it. Sometimes it is just that simple. That's it. We did it. Yep. Tomorrow, we're going to have some member sessions. We'll be back tomorrow night with a little bit of content, I'm heard. Yeah?
Yeah.
For Wednesday. Wild Card Wednesday. That's what I'm going to call it. Whatever Brandy wants to do. Wild Card. Tomorrow, we're going to do some little bit of content. A little bit. Yeah. Same bad time, same bad channel. But none of it can happen out there if you can't stay safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face, don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Thank you all for being on. We so super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your flash quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.
Y'all come back now. You hear?